I'm never gonna recover from that. Hat Picks. Hello friends, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. And we're gonna try not to screw up anyone's name. Oh, we'll get to that! At the time I am shooting this video, the Final Four has become the Final Three. So let's take a look at the best of the third round so far. And we'll start with the series that's still going, the New York Rangers taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and this is a pretty good start. One shot, one goal.
Reversing the puck, and it's Adam Fox, the leading scorer among defensemen. And here's Zibanejad, a pass over to Kreider, he shoots, he scores!
Back into it, but this is the little carom, a little deflection off the wall, nice play to put it into the end zone, and what a sell. He draws two players over to him, Zibanejad, so it's over-committed, wide open, a dangerous shooter, 50-goal scorer, and he buries it.
Are Mika Zibanejad and Chris Kreider the most underrated dynamic duo in the NHL? Kind of think that they are. Everyone acknowledges they're good. Yeah, of course. Some would even acknowledge that they're great. But I'm sorry. As a duo, the seasons they've had, the playoffs they've had, these guys are elite. And if anyone out there can stop them, we haven't found them yet. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, well, kind of helps when you have this guy behind you, doesn't it? Here's Igor Shesterkin, and he's just going to continue to do his thing.
On the other side, Vetrano trying to get it away from Nick Paul, who did force the puck out. Stamkos quickly to Killorn as the Lightning are on attack. Stamkos with a play! And a miraculous save from Igor Shesterkin.
Plaguing the Lightning right now in their own zone. What a chance by Stamkos. Fakes, goes to the forehand. There looks like there's a little space to put that in. And then pinched off with a left pad of Shesterkin, blade on the post. What a save as he extends all the way on that one. The Rangers come right back the other way.
To me, it's not that he does plays like this. He makes saves like this. It's that he does it all the time. Every game, multiple times a game. Tampa has had some scary beasts, some really good goalies in front of them over there. What are they at now? 10 consecutive series that they've won. This is now 11 that they're trying to pull off. I don't know if they've faced any man as bad as Igor Shesterkin. That's a bad man, and that's a hat pick. Of course, on the other end of the ice, you have who is probably the best goalie in the world. Well, unless you ask the fans of Madison Square Garden, they'll chant the answer back at you. Is the Igor's better chant getting to Andrei Vasilevsky? I don't know, let's ask him.
And if you're just joining us, a big penalty kill. Here's Vasilevsky rejecting Gaudreau, the former Lightning. Another fabulous save, Vasilevsky. My goodness, shot from far out, blocked.
Here you're going to see Belmar try and puts it through Reeves, and he picks it off, pass right out to the slot by Tyler Mott, and Gaudreau has the first chance. Ryan Reeves diving for a second one that's denied on the doorstep.
Turns out, no. Dude, as an outside fan, I want this to go 7. As a Rangers fan, you're probably saying, shut up, Steve! And you're right. Not even in this context. You're right in most contexts if you say, shut up, Steve. Even to Steves who aren't me. Most Steves should shut up. Not Steve Carell. He can continue. But most of us. I don't even know. Where was I going with that? But in a playoff that has had so many goals, and they've been great goals, exciting games, high-scoring games, something about a really good goalie duel. Ooh, we got a good one here. That's a hat pick. But they can't stop them all, literally, because, you know, the game would just go on forever, and that's never happened before. And this game didn't even get to overtime because of this cannon from Ondrej Palat.
Chernak corrals the puck. Hedman, a pass to the middle. Palat scores! They're happy in Tampa. The go-ahead goal from Ondrej Palat.
What a pass by Nikita Kucherov. Beautiful little backhand to Palat. He one-times it. That's the key. Doesn't allow Shesterkin to set up. Hedman to Kucherov, the no-look backhander. One-time Palat, short side. They have been all over the New York Rangers in this third period. 51st shot, the first even-strength goal of this game. Gives the Tampa Bay Lightning the 3-2 lead with 41.6 seconds on the clock.
And the question now, Louis, is will that be enough?
That is the heartbreak and euphoria of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Lightning come back in this game, but a comeback doesn't mean anything unless you win it. The Rangers are a goal away from a stranglehold in this series, going up 3-0 on Tampa in Tampa. And with less than a minute to go, boom, 2-1, we got a series. Heartbreaker. Or amazing if you cheer for the Lightning. That's a hat pick. Speaking of exciting series that I wish went 7, Oilers, Avs, gone too soon. Fantastic series full of fantastic moments. Here's Pavel Francouz with a huge glove save.
And now they'll get into their positions. Draisaitl on this near flank. Tyson Barrie breaks his stick. Deflects! Oh, what a stop! Did you see that? Pavel Francouz robs Connor McDavid.
Catching Francouz. If he's the other side, he's falling down. Blocker is not going to be able to get up there, but look at the adjustment. At the last second realizes it's getting into the top third and unable to grab it, but able to get that cheater.
First of all, glove save from a righty. I'm obsessed with right catching goalies because every time I see one, I'm like, what are you doing here? I feel like it used to be a lot more common, but it's not anymore. So every time I'm like, there just aren't many out there still. But this was a huge moment at a huge time in the game, and Pavel Francouz in a bit of a tricky situation. He's the starting backup, as it were. That's a big one. And that's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, we go to the other end of the ice, Mike Smith. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Thursday is Dangets, and we're going to see some Mike Smith on Thursday. He had some tough moments in this series, but in Game 3, I thought he was at his best and gave the Oilers a real chance to win, in particular with saves like this one.
Now Taves off the boards, off the glove of Keith, and away goes MacKinnon 2-on-1. Across Machushkin, and Smith saves the day. Keeps them within one.
You're not going to win this foot race. The pass across, and Smith's reaction, getting across, getting the blocker on.
That is a spectacular save, and Mike Smith, he can't score the goals for the Oilers, although he often tries. He really gave the Oilers a chance to win this game. That one, Game 3, to me, wasn't his fault, and that save is a great example as to why. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, it's easy to get caught up in a narrative. Heading into the series, what were we all saying? MacKinnon versus McDavid. Oh, that's perfect. And it's like, oh, why are you obsessing on these two guys? This is why.
McDavid comes on, pounding McCarr. Pass got past the stick to Draisaitl, and here's MacKinnon scores! Flying in to tie the game as the stars start to shine.
And you're a motivated man, and here's the play that is made by Lehkonen, just chipping it into the middle, and how about that in one stride? Watch MacKinnon as he keeps his legs moving. The chip right there to him. Gets it to the outside and then short side. This is just about positioning, not about the strength of the shot. In full stride, kicks it from his skate to his stick and up and over the glove of Mike Smith in just seconds time. That speed through the neutral zone backs up, gets the goaltender a little bit cautious, and Nathan MacKinnon has tied this game at 4.
That is a bad man. Ironically, not for the first time in these playoffs, the Avs, in an elimination game, waste an amazing late third period goal from Nathan MacKinnon that should have iced it, but this time they end up winning anyway. Nathan MacKinnon, no one has afterburners like this guy. Maybe McDavid. Oh, that's why we said MacKinnon versus McDavid. That's a hat pick. Speaking of McDavid, we're going to add on Leon Draisaitl because these two were preposterous for the Edmonton Oilers as they reach the third round.
Nugent Hopkins gives it to the captain. Barrie across, Draisaitl up high. Finds McDavid. Scott scores! Facing elimination, he has now scored in 4 consecutive games.
Play, just get the puck into the top guy's hands. Good patience down low, up high, and Draisaitl's got this seam right red. And how about that release? Zach Hyman on the back door, maybe a potential for a pass. Instead, it's a hot shot right up and over the glove of Francouz, off the post and in, and the crowd goes wild.
In 16 postseason games, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl combined for 65 points. I'm going to say that again, just so you can make sure that I didn't misspeak, which I did during Game 4. I said Mikko Lehkonen instead of Artturi Lehkonen. We'll get to that on Thursday. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl in 16 games combined for 65 points. That is mutant. That is alien. That is superhuman. Unbelievable accomplishment from these two players. And all while Leon Draisaitl was aching and in agony after basically every shift. At the time I'm shooting this, we haven't gotten the Oilers locker room cleanup. I cringe to think what Draisaitl was playing through. But he was heroic. He had 4 points in Game 4. How? Unreal from these two. That's a hat pick. And last but certainly not least, let me get it right this time, Artturi Lehkonen.
On the draw, Helm up with it. Here's Makar, loose and goal. Artturi Lehkonen has scored, and for the second straight year, he sent his team in overtime to the Stanley Cup Final. That's a high stick.
So Lehkonen got the deflection, which didn't allow Smith to get a hold of it. Now they have to take a look and see, was it over the bar? Great job of Helm with a second effort, getting that one back to the point. That look won't help us there as it's a little late getting. Lehkonen does a great job of getting the first piece of it, and now the officials will have to take a look to ensure that this is a good goal.
Let's see what we've got. This might be a good angle.
You can't quite see there. Look at the reaction of Smith. Tried to get it with his stick, and you said last year Artturi Lehkonen scored the goal that got the Montreal Canadiens to the Stanley Cup Final. There's a good look at it, but let's see. Can't really see where the crossbar is.
Come across.
Oh boy, that's close, isn't it?
It is.
Here's the call, and it's a goal.
Sent Montreal to a Stanley Cup Final, and now he has done it for the Colorado Avalanche, who go back for the first time in 21 years.
Okay, I keep alluding to it, so we might as well show it. This will be a tease for Dang It's on Thursday. Drew, can you show everyone my call on Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle? I called this goal. We streamed it live. Just go ahead and show it.
And if I'm wrong, please don't correct me. That's embarrassing. Makar, what's wrong? There's the series! Mikko Lehkonen! Mikko Lehkonen? Am I okay? Lehkonen!
That is nightmare fuel. I am never, I'm never gonna recover from that, but we'll talk about it more on Thursday. Now, if I sound like I'm repeating myself, that's because I am. Artturi Lehkonen sends his team to the Stanley Cup Final with a conference final overtime winner. Unbelievable that this happened last year as well when he was with Montreal.
A chance for Pacioretty, and now back the other way. It's Denovian. Patrick scores! Artturi Lehkonen, it's fait Canadien! And Montreal is going.
This pass by Danault. Gallagher through the middle. Danault on the other side, and Lehkonen, no hesitation, quick release, up and over Leonard as he tries to go, and no bigger goal than that for Lehkonen, sending the Montreal Canadiens to the Stanley Cup Final.
I did a little bit of research, and it turns out Lehkonen is finished for clutch. Unreal performance. Was it a high stick? Well, I'm gonna stay out of it. All I'm gonna say is that they ruled it wasn't, and unfortunately, that's all that matters. That goal, that performance, that moment from Artturi Lehkonen, that's a hat pick. So, what'd you think of this week's edition of Steve's Hat Picks? Let me know in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Steve's Dang It's on Thursday is gonna hurt.